the scene with Kirk in his in that situation, yeah, I didn't understand it. I was confused. However, I gotta watch the show. If you watch it, it plays out. I would love to tell you, but just watch it. If you don't want to watch it, that's your business. But if you do want to know it, watch it. But I was confused myself. I had no idea that was gonna be said. I was blindsided, but it's all good. It won't be the first time, won't be the last time I get blindsided. Right? I've been getting blindsided my whole life.
Can you believe it? The ultimate power duo of love and hip-hop is at odds. Who would have ever thought we'd see the day when Yandy and Rasheeda, two women who've been thick as thieves, would be on opposite sides of a heated argument? But here, we are. Yandy is known for being ride or die for her man, Mendeecees. She's had his back through thick and thin, even when things weren't looking so good. But now we've got Kirk Frost in the mix, and let's just say things are getting tense. Kurt basically confirmed everything Jasmine said about Mendeecees, and now he's using his influence in the Atlanta scene to push people away from working with him. This, my friends, has sparked a fire in Yandy that no one can put out. You already know, when it comes to her marriage and her hustle, she's uncompromising. This isn't just about loyalty to Mendeecees. It's about protecting everything she's worked for. This is about business, respect, and not letting anyone disrespect what she's built. And now, she's got one mission in mind. Rasheeda needs to check her husband. Now, let's talk about why this drama is so juicy. Rasheeda and Yandy may seem like they're in completely different worlds, but when it comes to their men, it's a whole different story. Both of their husbands have been less than perfect, and if we're honest, they're not exactly role models for the ideal partner. Since Mendeecees got out of prison in 2020, he's been on a mission to get his life and money back on track. Yandy's been the one holding it down for him. She made sure he had something to come back to in the world of love and hip-hop, and even brought him into some of her business ventures. But instead of stepping up, Mendeecees has been all over the place. He dipped into Snapchat, tried his hand at motivational speaking with a webinar titled "From a Prison Cell to Living Well." Seriously, who's paying for that? But let's not digress. The real issue? Yandy's been the breadwinner. And for Mendeecees, that's been tough to swallow. Remember when Yandy complained about him taking off his wedding ring and refusing to put it back on for months? He didn't want to wear it because, according to him, there was no real love left in the marriage. It wasn't about love anymore. It was about comfort, convenience, and the fact that he didn't really have another option. And that's the hard truth. No one wants to admit.
I also feel like is that respect should be mutual. Since we've been dealing and going through it, this guy over here decided he no longer wanted to wear his ring.
I feel like once we get to a place where this respect is restored, then we can wear the ring.
So if it was a question from Yandy about your ring, what would your answer be to her?
My concept of wearing a ring is, people together as one. I'm trying to get there.
Not there yet.
What is the part, the together part or the one part?
Both.
Mendeecees has been acting distant lately, like he's completely checked out of the marriage, doing whatever he pleases without a care. So, when Jasmine, yes, Kurt's baby mama, showed up one day with a bombshell, it wasn't exactly a shock. She revealed that she had heard from a friend who caught Mendeecees flirting with another woman at a bar. And it wasn't just harmless small talk. Apparently, he was so bold that he managed to silence the girl, leaving her too intimidated to even speak up about what she'd seen. It's like Mendeecees is living in a world where his actions don't matter. But Jasmine's story? Well, it's about to change everything. You already know Yandy wasn't having it. She saw red the moment she heard the rumors, and let's just say she was ready to go full force, throwing hands if need be, and burn everything down. Why? Because Mendeecees was sticking to his story, insisting there was absolutely nothing going on, that he wasn't cheating on his wife. But Yandy? She was bending over backwards, defending him like her life depended on it. She even went as far as lying about who was texting those women from Mendeecees' phone, claiming it was her just to get to the bottom of things. Talk about holding it down for her man, or maybe just denying the truth. Yandy thought the drama was over. She really believed the issue had been settled, but we all know that's usually when things go left. The situation quickly escalated, and it got way more complicated. Kurt's been taking a lot of heat lately, but he's still trying to get close to Jasmine, and to make matters worse, he's flipping the script, making it look like she's the one chasing him. Classic move, right? Trying to play the victim while deflecting the heat. But here's where it gets interesting. Kurt, desperate to take the spotlight off his own mess, pulled out the old Mendeecees is cheating card. He threw M's name in the mud just to save himself from looking bad. But of course Mendeecees wasn't having it. He straight up denied the affair, rejecting any drama or gossip about his personal life. He made it clear he wasn't going to be the punchline of anyone's jokes, and he asked Kurt to back off, respectfully of course. But Kurt wasn't backing down. He kept throwing the cheating allegations out there every chance he got, like a weapon he could use to gain some leverage. And then he dropped the bomb, basically saying that if Jasmine and her crew were saying stuff about Mendeecees, there must be some truth to it. Like, there's something buried deep that M definitely doesn't want coming to light. Drama alert, right? This isn't just a case of he said, she said anymore. Things are getting way messier. After all the back and forth drama, Mendeecees was finally done playing nice. Kurt thought he could throw him under the bus to clean up his own mess, but M wasn't having any of it. He wasn't about to let Kurt's shady moves slide. So, when these supposed grown men crossed paths at an Atlanta club, it was on. What started as tension exploded into a full-on brawl right then and there. M came through with all the smoke, and before anyone knew it, people had to jump in and break it up. Kurt, of course, tried to play it cool afterward, acting like he wasn't the one who instigated everything in the first place. But that fight, it threw Kurt off his game completely. He couldn't touch M physically, so instead he went after the one thing that might hurt him the most, his pockets. But Yandy wasn't about to let that slide. She wasn't going to keep quiet while Kurt tried to come for her man's livelihood. Even if it meant putting her own friend, Rasheeda, on blast, Yandy was ready to defend what was hers. You know, Yandy and Rasheeda have always moved like two peas, in a pod showing loyalty and support behind closed doors. But now, it's clear their bond is getting tested and it's headed straight for the gutter. Both women are sticking by their men, even when those men keep embarrassing them publicly. It's like a twisted loyalty they can't break, no matter how many times they get dragged in the process. And trust me, the internet has a lot to say about this whole situation. People are out here questioning Kurt's motives. Not Kurt. Trying to take the heat off himself, one comment said. I'll believe Mendeecees before I believe Kurt, another user fired back. Now, there's even speculation that Kurt and Jasmine cooked up the whole affair rumor about Mendeecees together. Sure, Jasmine gets the blame, but people are starting to realize it's been Kurt all along pulling the strings behind the scenes. What do y'all think about this whole mess? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye, baddies.